Kyrie Irving may be playing his last year in the NBA. Recent support of a documentary that he shared, Hebrews to Negroes, was labeled anti-Semitic due to the content within the book, and a lot of people are calling for action against Kyrie Irving. Now, before we get into this topic, I want to expressly state whether you believe he is right or wrong, that is not what we're discussing today. We are discussing the potential implications it has on his NBA career. So let's get started. If you don't know, when Kyrie shared this documentary, it was immediately denounced by the Nets owner, Joe Tsai. He stated, "I'm disappointed that Kyrie appears to support a film based on a book full of anti-Semitic disinformation. I want to sit down and make sure he understands this is hurtful to us all. And as a man of faith, it is wrong to promote hate based on ethnicity or religion." Now, Kyrie Irving came out in a press conference and he stated that he is an omnist and he does not want to oppose anybody's religion. He supports all religions. He's not, going against any specific race of people, right? But this tweet received over 30,000 likes. And guess what? It led to another media circus around Kyrie Irving. Now, I don't have to tell you how important this issue is to people and how much of a sensitive topic it is for those affected by the rhetoric shared in the book and the film. Now, I did take the time to watch the documentary. I didn't want to get up here and report on something that I didn't watch myself or understand what was in the film. And I'm also not going to tell you what my thoughts are on it. Like I said, that doesn't matter. What we're talking about is how it affects Kyrie Irving's, right? Kyrie Irving shared this. It was in terrible timing because we just saw Kanye West essentially lose over half his net worth with brand deals who aren't going to stand in support of any comments that are anti-Semitic. And Kyrie essentially added fuel to the fire for some people who still have open wounds over the conversation currently being had. Now, these are conversations that could radicalize individuals on both sides, which is not good. And it's exactly why NBA owners are not going to want to touch this guy. Let me put you in the shoes of an NBA owner. From an owner's perspective, the most important thing to them is their bottom line. And if a player affects an organization's image in a distasteful manner, they will make sure that that player is out of the NBA. Look at Josh Primo, for example, on the San Antonio Spurs. Once information was released about his antics and his indecency, he was immediately released. We already know the Spurs are a very respectable organization. They have a very polished brand, and they handled themselves in a professional way as well. They just got rid of the guy. And unfortunately, I think that can end up being Kyrie Irving's future as well. As an owner, you look at a guy who's missed a majority of an NBA season due to his personal stance, while receiving millions of dollars, and a guy who's consistently battling injuries and will 100% surround your franchise with a media circus. They are unlikely to pick this guy up. We already saw it this offseason where it was difficult for the Nets to find Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving a trade, a new place. No NBA team wanted to touch this guy outside of the Los Angeles Lakers. So you take that in consideration, and then you take into consideration what's happening now. It is very unlikely that Kyrie gets another opportunity. I'm not going to say very unlikely. I don't know. But again, it's just, this is not something taken lightly. So last night's game, you had a group of protesters who bought courtside seats wearing t-shirts labeled in anti-Semitism. They're front row, right? While Kyrie Irving may have ignored them, the media did not ignore them. So what type of attention that you're going to think about what type of attention that brings to your organization. And I can guarantee you not one NBA owner wants their organization to be represented in that light. Nike has also come out and made a statement against Kyrie's recent views, stating at Nike, "We believe there is no place for hate speech and we condemn any form of anti-Semitism." So this is a very serious hole that Kyrie Irving has dug himself into. And I get that these guys are human NBA players. At the end of the day, they have their personal political and religious beliefs, but within that, you also have to understand the power of your influence and understand the impact that your decisions will have on your NBA career. And I think Kyrie Irving struggles with both of those. And it's not because he's oblivious to the potential ramifications of his decisions, I think he doesn't care because basketball is not the most important thing to Kyrie Irving. And the league has taken notice of that, which will make it extremely difficult to pay a guy $30 million who hasn't competed for an NBA championship in years, who struggles with injuries, and who will likely be a negative association with your NBA franchise. So taking all that into consideration, things are not looking good for the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving. So I got another video coming out. I just got word while I'm making this video that Steve Nash just got fired. So please hang on to that, and I'll include my thoughts on that as well. But again, guys, whether you believe Kyrie Irving is right or wrong, it's not the place for this. We are only talking about how his decision to share his beliefs have impacted his NBA career going forward. Until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. This has been another episode with No Time to Explain.